Ooh, a talking video. I thought I stopped making those. Hey, this is a video. It's a talking video. It's where I go over the editing process of a certain video that I made on my main channel, which is KitKat. See here. So if you clicked on this without knowing that, I don't know. Goodbye, I guess. I don't know. Some people who watch the beastars video might do well. So the beastars video that I uploaded on my main channel did quite well. Best video, not best video, but it's the most popular video on my channel, which is interesting. So I thought that it might be worth going through uh, how I made it, because a couple people have been uh, talking about my editing is good, and I know my editing's good, but I never thought it was like like pointed out type good. I thought it was just like, oh, he's got good editing. All right, so I thought I'll just break it down shot by shot. I'm gonna assume that you know the basics of editing, of like what all of this means, what a timeline is, what the bins are in project files and After Effects, difference between After Effects and Premiere and stuff. So with that out of the way, let's just get into the normal stuff. So this is just very easy. So I did inspect element here. So inspect element, if you don't know, which you should know, because I feel like it's one of the most popular things, and it's really useful for if you're working in Chrome a lot. Say for instance, I want to change the name of this title. You can just go into inspect element, and then find it, which is editing the HTML of the page, and then you can just make it say whatever you want. Just gonna explain that quickly. So yeah, I just went to inspect element here, changed it. Funny joke that you probably missed is that the Fortnite video actually has minus 29 views, even though I'm ultra mega pog famous, whatever the fuck I said. And also there's this mistake here. I forgot to add an extra M there, so that's a technical mistake. This one I just drew this, so yeah, whatever. What's probably more interesting is the squash and stretch here. Uh, yeah. You can actually learn quite a lot about working in like here or in like video editing programs through animation. Like I'm not good at drawing at all, but I do know the basics of animation and squash and stretch and timing and stuff. I can do everything but the part where you actually draw. So it's quite helpful to make your animations look more fluid and more lifelike.
Favorable time is, and I have a hard time.
You know, it's not super noticeable, but let's say for instance if I were to actually no, I can't. Never mind. Okay, this one's probably much more of an interesting explanation. So this has got three layers to it. So there's the front layer, there's the back layer, and the middle layer. The middle layer. So here are pre-comps. We don't know what pre-comps they are. They're really fucking helpful. It's essentially you can just choose a whole bunch of different items and add them together. So any effects you apply can be applied to the whole thing. So for instance, right now in my effects, I have wiggle added to this, but if you go into the pre-comp, it's actually two different images. It's the PNG cat and then the eyes on a different layer, and then you go into the pre-comp of the eyes, it's actually two shape layers and an adjustment layer on top of those. So it gets pretty deep, but yeah, so it's pretty simple how it works. So there's a front layer which is just spinning around, then they're like stopping, they're not existing anymore, the image is ending. And then on the and then on the second hold up, let me pull up the back image. Yeah, and then on the back, it's the same thing, just in reverse. And then you can see here. Yep, cool. That's that. Pretty normal stuff. You break it down like this, it's honestly pretty easy to understand. Just very. The only thing I change about this shot is I wish I had a better background that fit more, because this is just something I found in SFM, which is what I use for my background sometimes. And I wish it just made more sense. I like Funk's videos, and in Funk video he always has like little jokes in the background, but I haven't learned Blender or modeling yet, so I'll have to get to that. This shot's pretty simple, pretty normal. Same thing. So yeah, got this. This is the shot. Okay, so how I did, so this is actually made up of another pre-comp, because pre-comps are my bitch. So here we have like everything here, and how I did this, how I got this full image here is if I open up the project file, I wonder if I have the desk, the shelf image in here. Oh, I don't know. My files are really bad. I'm really bad at keeping files. So I have the shelf image in here. Theoretically, if I had the shelf image, you essentially just have it there, and then you can select the area around, and then you can, it's content aware. So this is technically AI, but also not really. It's just seeing what's here. So what is, okay, that's the, Okay, it's just seeing what's here. And then doing more of it. So, and then this is pretty simple. I believe this is, yes, it's just an adjustment layer with glow and then some editing to the glowing so that it's less like a you know, just like a sort of weirder glow. I was trying to get the vibe of a TF2 unusual, if you know. I feel like this is actually how a lot of TF2 or workshop creators make their unusual effects. Like this fucking is a TF2 effect. I call it. Like it's in the game. I feel like I've seen it before. So whatever. Okay. Next shot. And then zooming in is just magnify. Magnify is really helpful because it just allows it allows you to zoom in without having to move everything. Because if I was zooming in using position, then I'd have to move everything together, and that's annoying because they're all different heights and widths and stuff. So it's just easy to go magnify because it zooms on the entire thing. Really helpful. Okay, so this is just SFM. I know the very basics of SFM. I know how to animate. I know how to use the motion editor and stuff. I'm not very good at it. So I can just do this sort of like low frame rate type stuff. I probably could have done more. I probably could have. And then this was a whole process. I'm not going to explain the whole SFM thing to you. SFM is just kind of fucking annoying to deal with. And I prefer you go let Blender instead, if I'm being honest. So this is just sort of my real bedroom. I'm getting doxxed. You can see my my deodorant in the background. There you go. My water bottle. Nail clippers, my microphone. I got the AT2020 and a shit ass Behringer audio interface. I'm definitely gonna replace that one. That's the reason why my microphone just like, you know, I think that just went through. Okay, this is the shadow effect. You've seen it before in fucking After Effects. Everyone uses it all the time. It's probably one of the most well-known effects. Shadow. You can make a whatever you want. You can make it bricks. Yeah, you've probably seen it before. I don't need to explain the shadow effect to you. So breaks, and then this is just squash and stretch. So that's position and width and height editing. That's very normal. That's one of the first things that I learned when I was using Premiere. Now this shot, this is probably one of the most this took me a while. This one took me a while. So I wanted to have a little reference here because I quite like his channel and I think it was relevant here because I was explaining confusion. I believe it's in if I go to his channel, Noodle. It's on his his interpolation video. Yeah, I'm right on the point when it happens as well.
Considering how the entire, I can understand if your mind just.
So he drew it, and because he's an animator, so I'm like, oh, I make fucking videos with pictures, so I should do it with pictures. I'm quirky like that, you know. So you can actually pretty much see that it's almost a shot-to-shot replica of Noodles. It's I straight up plagiarized it, but I think it does count as I just stole the motion. It's not like he made the motion of doing a fucking flip. Also, my guy was moving, and I did obviously have him on the thing there, so it's not a complete ripoff, you know. Yeah, I can feel your confusion through the screen. And then this shit this is the Tony Hawk sound effect, and this is just a skateboarding sound effect that I found. Just so happened to sync up. That was actually an accident, and then it just synced up perfectly, and I was like, oh shit, that's good. Spell you? God damn, you need a shower. I just decided to leave this part black. I don't like leaving parts black because I feel like I do it too much, but it was comedic here. Yeah, shake effect, so that's wiggle position. Have I explained wiggle position yet? Alright, wiggle position is once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's fucking everywhere. So wiggle position is essentially if you have an image. So let's bring this image in. I want to wiggle this so that it's just moving around. Wiggle position. Oh great, now it's moving around. Or it would probably be better if it was a longer clip, but it would move around like that. It would sort of float in the air, and it's very useful for if you're a commentary channel and don't want to have to bother doing any animations while you talk. You can just have the little guy, your character moving around. Bro, I'm so pissed. I'm gonna rant for a second. The 68 subscribers. I've been at 68 for so long. I even went back to 67 for a day and then went back up to 68. And I was like, I couldn't wait for 69. I was so fucking hyped for it. And then 2 motherfuckers subscribed at the same time during the beastars video. So it's like, I didn't even get to see it. And now I've boosted, and now I'm fucking at like 88 subs. And so I've just straight up missed the opportunity now. I'm kind of pissed. I was, whatever. So it's just a gun. You can find that it's a meme image. It said fucking subscribe. I did spell it right. I thought it said subscribe. It's just a clip from VR chat that I just had lying around. This is a clip from a stream. The Halloween stream I did, Phasmophobia stream. Actually, I want to show that clip just in full because I think it's kind of funny with the context. If you watch this video, you know, you should get the context. Go into my, where is it? It'll be my playlist channel. I have my VODs channel. I stream every now and again. This was my most recent stream with Sam. Played fucking Phasma fuck beer. There I am in the corner. Am I actually gonna do something? What am I doing? Oh, did I? Okay, there it is. So I just put a sheet over my fucking head and I was like, okay, this is... Did I lose 2 subscribers just now? What the fuck? Why does it say... It says 86 down below, but it says 80... Okay, whatever. What the fuck? That is weird. Alright, whatever. This is just a clip from my fucking video. I was like, I can't be bothered making a whole other thing. And also, this flashes for like a second.
Perfect. Any tuber. Only been a weeb since. Let's check.
That's just me mashing my keyboard and speeding it up a little bit. Actually, no, I think that is literally just me smashing my keyboard and even speed it up.
Okay.
It actually switches to an image here.
19. And look at all I'm super long.
That's just an image because I'm a fucking hack fraud. Clip. That's black and white. No, I think that's... Is that black and white or is that levels? Oh, it's both. Black and white and levels. And then just the Undertale sound effect. Mosaic / pixelate, depending on how you want to call it. Better than Drake because he is better than Drake. You know, I fire some shots at Drake every now and again. This part. Okay, so I actually listed this in my Google Doc. I wonder if I can show my Google Doc without, I don't know, fucking doxing my life. Okay, no, I'm good. Beastars 2. So I did this for a little bit, and it was just writing down, because I find that when I write scripts, sometimes I write it in a way where I don't have any animations planned for it, so when I get to the animation stage, I'm sort of just winging it, and it's not as good. So this time I tried to write while planning what was going to happen. I didn't necessarily give up. I just had it in the back of my mind I stopped doing this one, but if you go to, where would it be? Zoom in, red carpet, watching hentai, what the fuck? Take a Chad. Edit, when did okay, well I stopped following it, I guess. And, oh look, I'll admit it's not super long, wasting video, which Pokemon when I was Digimon, when I was a kid. First time. What the fuck are we? Oh yeah. So actually, while edited through beastars episodes, I was gonna have it look a little bit better. I'm not actually that good at editing. I'm saying I'm a hack fraud is not necessarily incorrect. What's the adjustment layer will be glow. So the pre-comp is just each of these images, and I just tried to choose parts where motion was happening or stillness or motion. So he's walking forward a little bit, then he goes forward, then stillness, then stillness, then stillness, then stillness, then movement, then movement, then movement, then movement, then movement, then movement. So I just and then if we go back to the can I go back to the fucking comp, dude? Okay, now we've gone forward a little bit too far. This part. We'll see that later. Man, I've fucking zoomed forward. Yeah. Here we are. Okay. Yeah, and then I think it's just, what did I use? Oh yeah, just motion. Did I use motion? I don't know. I probably use motion. I don't think, yeah, does it fit the screen? It doesn't even fit the screen at the end. In this part. This is man, I'm just explaining. This is, instead of using a pre-comp, this time I used this is like a full image I did in Photoshop. It's a shame. I didn't save any of the Photoshop files because Photoshop files are kind of annoying to deal with. So I just like added them all together onto a thing, put it out as a PNG, and then I just had it slide across. So that way I can just use position and stuff. I wish it looked a bit smoother. It is a bit janky. It feels a bit weird. But it's fine. This is just a clip from the old video. This is that over that with opacity, so a mask over the top. That's simple as fuck. I've been using the same fucking text since I started. Undertale text, it's goated. Undertale is a goated game. Okay, so oh, you get some true behind the scenes stuff here. So I tried to make it so that the further away it is, the blurrier it is, so that it had a little bit of depth to it. Didn't quite translate perfectly. I think people are too focused on what's going on here to worry about the background. And also, I originally had it so that it was more obvious what was what I was comparing what to. Like in the background, the reason why there's some albums and some things is because I'm trying to. Those are the comparisons in my mind. I'll do a little developer commentary for you guys. So this is what I have listed as the bottom tier. So My Hero and KOD by J. Cole. I think KOD is such a mid project. Like it's fine, like it's good. I can understand how you'd enjoy it, but it's just like not super great when you really get down to it. And also the fucking Kill Edward shit. So what I was trying to say was like it's fine, it's whatever. I can understand how you enjoy it. But like, and it has a lot of aspects of it that are really good, but there are just some things about it which are really, really annoying. For the KOD, it's the Kill Edward features, and for My Hero, it's the fact that they keep like doing shonen shit where it's like, oh, if I use blast, then I gotta get out of here. You know, that type of shit. Full Metal Alchemist and T-Pav. I feel like T-Pav is the sort of agreed upon best album in the rap genre. It's just sort of everyone agrees on it. Everyone likes having that staple there. Like, you know, no matter what comes out, T-Pav is always the GOAT. And same with Full Metal Alchemist. Even though there are better shows, you know, it's the GOAT, right? It's the best anime of all time. That's what, yeah. Honestly, Nevermind is a shit-ass project that sucks, much like Fruit of Evolution is a shit-ass show that sucks. And Spirited Away is probably the most well-known anime of all time, and it's good, right? But everyone knows it, and most people wouldn't, like most people in the anime scene probably don't even really consider it an anime, even though it is still technically an anime. Same with Hamilton. Hamilton is technically like a rap project in a way. It's like if someone released it, the Hamilton soundtrack as like an album standalone, it would be a rap project. So I think that it was. I mean, look, I'll admit it is me being a little bit like tongue in cheek. You know, obviously Hamilton's not a classical rap project, but I just uh, and then Mad Villainy, and so Mad Villainy is my favorite album of all time. And no, not of all time, but it's one of my favorite. I'd say in terms of like an artistic way, it is my favorite album of all time. But like I think Food is my favorite album of all time. Maybe the Minecraft soundtrack or Igor by Tyler the Creator. But in a similar vein, I feel like it's really really good, but it's not underappreciated. But it's never anyone's favorite, right? Everyone always knows it's good, but it's never anyone's top. And that's what I explained about in the video as well. As same with Death Parade. It's no one's favorite, but people like really like it. It's always in people's like top tens, but no one's ever got their number one spot. And I don't like. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even fucking remember why I did this one. Maybe because it's like weird and it's like really really good, but people probably write it off for other reasons, and it's sort of hard to get into. I don't know. Fucking this one because not liquor. I'm fucking the LP Offline is such an artistic and really really good project, and it's just solid throughout. Uh, Same with Bocce the Rock. Bocce Rock is like super artistic and really really good. I think these two are really good at creative expressions. So I just want to put them next to each other because like they also the album they sort of like match in a weird way, right? Is that just me the lighting and then fucking the text? I don't know. So yeah, that's a little bit of behind the scenes, aka I'm geeking out of a fucking rap because I'm a rap nerd. Okay, and this just got a clip from Go. I had to use Go Anime, because Go Anime, like you can't, Crunchyroll doesn't have, like you literally can't screen record because they're trying to stop pirating, but it means you can't collect clips, and you have to collect clips off of YouTube, but they have the mark on them, and this clip probably wouldn't be on YouTube, or I can't be bothered checking. I don't really want that on my search history, so I just went to Go Anime and then found it took me so long to find this anime because I watched it a little while ago and I couldn't remember the name, but I found it eventually, and yeah, I just took the clip from Go Anime and then implemented this over it.
It's getting caught. I'm fucking jerking off.
This was so annoying to deal with. There's so many fucking layers here of sound. And then low quality, just the fart meme.
Has race.
I just stole that. No point trying to mask that.
Should you each?
And I made up by making this. So this is a color tint. So very regular tint. Lumetri color. Turn that off. No, that's for the arm. Lumetri color. Turn that off. It just turns normal. But I feel like the purple really made it shine. And the green as well. Purple and green is very prominent in JoJo. And then these two are just a little bit of motion, a little bit of wiggle on there, and then so we get rid of that. So how I did it, so if we get rid of this, you can see it's just the shoulder. You probably could have figured it out before when I had it. But so essentially I just masked the shoulder out so that it was always in front. So these are two. If I get rid of the mask opacity, then it's literally just another thing layered on top. But yeah. And then it just so happened to match up really well with the coloring of the next scene. Is there anything more? No, so the reason why these ones are an After Effects project, which is what the pink means, it just means that I added some wiggle to them. That's again Lumetri color, and then just a thing off Google. It's not super difficult. Yeah. Why does arrow come in so much? Oh yeah, arrow comes in so much sooner. So this one takes a little while to load. So I did this by in Photoshop. I drew the line, so I had all the things lined out, and then I drew the graph, and then I drew another one over the top, and that's why it like flickers like that. It's just three that are like going between each other. And then you can see the cuts there from. It was so annoying to have to put these in. It's like such a tedious project process, but I think it was worth it. I think it looks good. And then this is like this is a full image. If I zoom out a little bit, it's like a full image. That's the background. Yeah. And then I'd show you this, but it cut up while I was cutting this up because I was using the cutting bind rather than just cutting using this because it was so much slower. So yeah, that's how we did that. That's fairly simple. And then this is obviously just you know, regular back and forth. And then there's actually two things. There's the back here, so it goes around underneath and then over the top. So if I zoom, so there's arrow, yeah, arrow F, so for arrow front, arrow back. Very simple stuff. Yeah. And then this was just me scrolling down using, if you go onto a Google Chrome page, press M3, so mouse 3, then you can scroll down like that. It's really convenient for having a stable, like doing this. I just did that. That's simple. Okay, this one I probably could edit this part better. It's kind of like mid, so it doesn't really make much sense. I was trying to get across that this was both morally and like domestic girlfriend is both morally and socially unacceptable, but it just sort of looked like I was using the same thing twice, and socially morally unacceptable. And yeah, it's the same clip, just like slightly forward as well, just because I wanted it to be the same clip because it was like both of it, but it just kind of looked weird, so I was like, oh, whatever. I'll just leave it. And then this is a mask. Man, masks are my best friend. I swear. If you don't know how to edit, just learn how to use a mask, and trust me, you'll be great. It is actually a bad mask because it moves a little bit here and it's got a bit too much fuzz on it, but I just didn't want to have to bother going through. And the reason why there's liquify over the top is because when I reuse a clip, I like to add liquify just so I'm not reusing clips too often. People can understand that, like, you know, it's funny, it's liquify, liquid. And I had no fucking clue what to put here, just straight up.
A good story asks a question, spends its time making you wonder what the answer will be.
So I really wanted to add this part because I was so fucking, this cracked me up when I was watching it. Like, they threw a fucking mattress at her. What the hell? So I just wanted to add that. Yeah, these are taken from YouTube, Crunchyroll. I didn't even edit this part. This was just taken off of the internet, and then I put it into Photoshop and did a little loop around and then added a drop shadow on top. Drop shadows are cool. Drop shadows help a lot. This, yeah, as I just showed you before, it's not, this image isn't actually pornographic. It's actually safe for work, strangely enough. I cut it off so it looks not safe for work. Just because I thought it was funny. And then that's me. I'm not showing my face quite yet. I think my current plan is I'll show my face when I accidentally leak it on stream. That's what we're running on right now. You can see my Fortnite llama in the background. That's pretty fucking pog. Any cool transition? Okay, this part. Okay, I want to talk about this part. So the main reason why you'll probably hear me like talk about this video as if it's not super great and you might enjoy it is because mainly because of this part. And this is just overall, I really hate just playing clips. I really hate not just, I don't know why, but for some reason I hate stock footage. Those channels which just play stock footage over people talking, and like, I don't like, you're underusing the medium of the visuals, bro. It's not interesting to look at. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe I just maybe I'm, I don't know. But yeah. So I mean I did put it in a theater because I wanted to make it a little bit more interesting to look at from Owen's perspective, but I should have made my little guy move here. Like that's just like 101 of my type of editing is you make the little guy move, you make him like eat popcorn or something, like something, right? Just make him do something, but I didn't do anything. So I like how the sounds like if you listen closely, the sounds actually match
standards
with what I
didn't learn
say.
anything at all. A scene that I think highlights this best is the blackout. Essentially,
Oh, goes on blackout. It was a bit loud. I probably should
the
turn it down a
characters
little
were in
bit.
a park, and then there was a blackout, which can be dangerous for her.
And there's a little bit of glow on it as well. That's what the After Effects comp is. Glow.
Since they're generally weaker than carnivores and small and tasty and shit. Legoshi realizes that Haru, who's another main character in Legoshi's love interest, is
Yeah, on is missing. It has the stinger, which I think is fun and
missing.
nice.
So he goes searching for her, and eventually finds her, and everything looks good until Haru goes,
The reason why it's so choppy for me as well is because I have a shit-ass computer, just so you know.
who is not Legoshi. Obviously, the
Syncs with is not Legoshi.
lights come back on and Haru realizes what she's done, and Legoshi looks defeated. Now, in a poorly written show, Legoshi would take this time to lash out, be cold to Haru.
Just in general, be tone deaf to the situation, but instead, Legoshi realizes the situation is above him, and now is no time to be doing something so childish. And although it may seem small, it's these types of small things that show the manga to be competent in much more advanced character writing that doesn't result in tropes or stereotypes, and it allows him to take in mature storytelling later on, like the infamous love interest scene.
I think the music here could have been a bit quieter.
Only reason that scene doesn't come off as weird or unevenly.
And then this part. So this is just SFM. You'll notice here there's actually a little bit of glow around him. And that's because in the SFM, so I've added a black tint to him, but in the original SFM, this is when he was black in the SFM, and then this is when he was in light. But I had to like make it so that it wasn't. So I just had to turn it to 0, fade away, and then have him fade in naturally, and then have the light there. And actually originally, like, let me just pull that forward. If I solo this one.
Yes, 3.
I actually, yeah, I originally said it, but like fucking
Style.
yes, fucking SFM is super difficult to work with when it comes to audio clips and lip syncing. So I just had to record it straight in, and then when I pulled it in, the audio was so crunchy, and it was like as if it was like fucking saucified. So I was like, oh, I could just like use that instead, because that sounds kind of like cool.
It's the art style.
Yes, 3D. That is me saying that, even though it doesn't really sound like it. I should have added music here or some sort of sound effects, but I couldn't be bothered. And then this is SFM as well. So again, a little bit of behind the scenes. So this is, let me get rid of the Ultra key. Yeah, so Ultra key, it has this around it just because that's actually, that's not supposed to be there. But I was like, if he wasn't there, then you literally wouldn't be able to see him because it's all black. So whatever, it's fine. And there it is. So yeah, it just goes forward a little bit. If we get rid of, let's go linear. It actually looks fairly normal without but I turned it up so that you can see sort of like scary, spooky, you know? But for the most part, it looks fine. And then this is she doesn't actually move in an animate in SFM. I did this in a Premiere. Or After Effects, really. Can you go back to how it was, please? There we go. Yeah, clip. So this is from, I didn't just choose a random 3D clip. This is actually from Born Fury, season 2. I was super disappointed with the 3D in this one. It was actually so fucking bad. It was like, I was so excited for this because I didn't mind season 1, but season 2 was just fucking bad. I stopped watching after a little bit because it was so bad. And then I just picked this clip because it's got good lighting and it looks nice, and I just, it's fine. Same thing, liquefy again for the same reason we said before. I couldn't liquefy this one because couldn't be bothered, because there were multiple layers and one of them was already, so I was like, oh, whatever, I'll just leave it as it is. Also, this part was unscripted.
Just shine a little bit more, which adds more,
because you can tell because I'm stumbling to find the correct words to say, and there's pauses between each word.
into the racism themes of the show.
I was riffing on that one.
Okay, I'm sure that it still would have worked in 2D.
I do agree with this. It is a shame. Notice how many times I use black. I think this part was a bit forced, but overall it's fine because I feel like it's very relatable. And then, yeah, whatever. You guys do clip. Just, mid shot. I actually added a little bit of lumetri color to it just to make it pop a little bit more. but I probably shouldn't have. Looks a bit gross. Looks a bit oily. I'm not too fussed about it though. And then this is just fucking zooming in and shit, taking a photo of it. Zooming in, moving around. As I fade this in, I believe. Yeah, I fade this in. Technically counts as a transition. This is a reference to the first video. Looking around here comes from. Except no, because that would be. It's a reference to the first video, because in my first video, when I'm describing, that's loud.
It's also a lot more impactful when it's like love triangles. What doesn't with her should get to that. Legoshi, the gray wolf, being Haru, the white bunny, who all you need to know is small, and where all the conflict with her comes from, whether it be her brain or with the people around her. Louis is
that's such a shit. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Like that, I don't understand how I read that. So like with a straight face.
is small, and that's where all the conflict around her comes from. Except no, because that would be stupid and makes no sense. And who would say that? That doesn't mean anything.
I like how much my videos have improved. It does make me a little bit happy when I go watch my old shit ass videos, and I'm like, yeah, I'm getting better. Nice. This part could have been a bit better, but really difficult to work with, and I was like, well, whatever, it's fine. So if I'd used the dub instead of the sub, there would be no subtitles, and it would have looked a bit better because you can see the things through it, but it's fine. And I chose these two just because I was like, who are waifus? Marin and the bunny girl. Yeah, I was gonna originally edit him out and then make it so that I was there instead, but I couldn't be bothered. I swear, every time I say something, I'm like, this is what I mean. Look, let me pull up the fucking, let me pull up this shit quickly. In my fucking it's a bit janky to be honest, but definitely not my best work. That's what I mean. It's just because there were so many opportunities where I could have made it like so much better, but I decided instead just to be lazy and not do it, which, oh fuck. That's what I mean when I say that something's not as good. It's not necessarily not as good for the viewer. It's just not as good for me as the person who made it. In my opinion, there's so much more I could have done to make it much more interesting to look at, rather than just like, you know, in YouTube you would differentiate yourself, and I differentiate myself by having this style of editing and being myself and talking about this shit. But you know, the more I be lazy and do shit like this and not add extra stuff is, you know, let shit slip, and I lose my creative identity. I recovered in this part. I actually had this shot in mind the moment that I saw this shot in the series, in the show. I was like, okay, I gotta turn this into a fucking like an intro.
Much a showstopper. Louis is the dude who's fucking your.
This was pretty easy to make. It was just Photoshop. You find the image. Do I have the image? I don't have the image. You just pull the image over. So you go here, take a screen cap. So yeah, export frame, and then pull it in, and then there's like in Photoshop, I'll just pull up a random fucking. This is what I use for the thumbnail. A random fucking not that. You can go shapes, and then you can just add shapes and shit, and so it's really helpful because I just add shapes around them and then cut the sides a little bit so that they were a bit, and then I added a bit of wiggle to it and square wiggle. If we go to this is gonna take over. Yeah, here we go. Add a little bit of square wiggle. Yeah, wave warp. I just want to explain this quickly. So this fades over this, and then the yeah, okay, cool. And then it moves with it, which I just copied over the I just pasted over the thing from this motion. Yeah, the background moves. I really like, and I think I chose the text right. I wonder what would have happened. Let me just check quickly. What does determination text look like? Not nearly as good, right? So yeah, text is important, I guess. Fucking your bitch. This is sped up. Just because it didn't fit the timing, and I wanted it to fit the timing. Man, I wish I could be bent over and. Let me just quickly show you guys, just because I want to reward the people who actually watch this and have interest. I want to give you behind the scenes shit. Bent over and fucked by this dude. I actually do say it. I don't just cut myself off. That I was originally going to say the full thing, and I was like, actually, it's funny when I just cut it off.
I'm supposed to be explaining as much as
This is a freeze frame.
trying to convince you to watch
Okay,
it,
this is hell.
But Louis is like a really interesting case study into the frame.
This is hell. This shot was hell to make. This is easily the hardest shot to happen. So first off, okay, do I even want to talk about this because it's a long story? First off, I'll say the close. First off, on Photoshop there was a glitch that I was having. It wasn't quite a glitch, but it's a feature that was for some reason implemented where every time I exported something, it would just be the wrong color. It would be like a slightly different gamma. I wonder if I can find it. So, is that, no, wait, which fucking, you can, yeah, you can kind of see it there. Let me go forward when that frame actually is. It's like you can see it there. That's a slightly different like vibrance or gamma or something, and that just kept happening. So I couldn't like screen cap and then export it over. And when you're doing shots like this, so this is when you make shots like this, it's like 3 parts. So the original shot. I wonder if I can show the original shot. Find the original shot. Yeah, here it is. So this is the original shot. It's they fade on like this, and I was originally gonna have the painting style, but I was like, actually, the leaves look kind of nice as well, and painting style is kind of a bitch ass, kind of annoying to do. So I'll just yeah, I'll just do this. So first off, what you need to do is you need to mask out this, and that's pretty simple to do. Normally that's pretty simple to do. You just take a screen cap, you take it into Photoshop, and then you content aware scale. So content aware scale. Let me just show you that quickly. Or content aware. I don't want Haru in this shot anymore. Let's mask Haru's face out of this shot for some reason. This is gonna look terrible, but I'm showcasing my point. Oh great, now Haru's face isn't there anymore and it looks weird. That's what content aware scale is. Normally it's pretty good for like textures and bricks and stuff, not for like big objects like that. Like, let me just if I was to mask her entire body out, then it would probably look a little bit better. I mean, it looks a little bit better. But for brick textures like this, it looks pretty good. So the first thing you have to do is mask this out, which with the method we just did, and then export it over. So export the image over and then just match it with this. Watch closely. Can I fuck no, actually I'm gonna just do this. Watch closely, it doesn't move. It doesn't move. It moves. It doesn't move. It moves. It doesn't move. It doesn't move. It moves. It doesn't move. It moves. It doesn't move. It doesn't move. It doesn't. It moves. It moves in an irregular frame rate, which you probably think, oh, you can just make it move across the screen. I'm losing my mind. This thing made me go fucking insane. So, I didn't use this image. It looks a bit awkward now that I have it on my fucking PC. So, oh, you just mask it with the image, do you? Okay. Oh. No, because it moves at an irregular frame rate, so it moves faster. It doesn't look good. It looks too smooth. So I had to. This is fucking messed up. And like manually match this up. Manually, it's fucking. I go to great lengths for you people. I swear to shit. So literally. You watch this. I was sitting here for like a couple of hours just moving this over and matching it up. It was, oh my god. I gotta get that off my chest. Yeah, just gotta get that off my chest. And then this one was actually done in a different way. So that was the first way that I did it. This one was done in a different way, which I don't know why the fuck I decided to do it in a different way. I'm an insane person. This way I use the null thing, and you probably think if you're familiar with After Effects, why don't you just do the tracking? Because tracking, what they do is, so if I was to track the bricks, I'll just track the bricks. No, I won't track. If you would track the bricks, in order to do this, you need it to stop, and this is sort of more advanced workings. So if you, okay, no, I probably need to go further in. So yeah, if you were to get rid of a couple keyframes here, like these one and this one, it would move on its own in order to get to the next location instead of staying still. So what the tracker does in After Effects is it doesn't stay still. It moves to the next one. So it looks just as bad as the other one. So I had to go in and again manually like add frames where it was staying still, which is just as annoying as the original method that I did. So yeah, very cool. They're technically done different ways, but they look pretty similar, so it's fine. I don't mind it. It was the most annoying shot, but I wanted to get it done. It was one of the few things that I actually really wanted to do with this one, was do a shot like this. Because I think this looks really cool. It's really aesthetic. I like how Hato is so small in the frame. This is just a clip. I did feel a little bad adding a clip, but when I went into more personal details, I sort of felt having no distracting details on that would be kind of nice. So yeah. Simple frame where it's... Yeah, this comes in. This is technically an animation. I just keyed out because the original is red, so I just color keyed it, and it transitioned itself. Nice, easy, fun. And then this is, I decided to do that just because there's lightning in the scene, and so I had a little bit of, was it lumetri color that I did it? Yeah, I had a bit of lumetri color to make it wider so that it
romance
went better with
season
that.
2 goes more into detective, you know, almost thriller.
What do we say? Masks are my best friend. You can see me working on it so fucking. Masks are my best friend.
I mean,
My mask is so fucked up when you see them like this. Oh my god. So that's smooth when you look at it, but when you break it down, it doesn't actually look that good.
Thriller aspects. I mean, the killer, who I'm not going to spoil for obvious reasons, mentality after killing Tem, is fucking terrifying. You know, the whole auditorium scene is like, you know, just to clear it up, Beastars isn't perfect.
And then this is just a clip. I'm so cool. I use clips. I'm so cool. I'm so great. Hack fraud, just an image, because I was getting sick of editing at this point. I just wanted to upload this stupid ass video.
Being that subscribe.
Hitting that subscribe button. Clip from the Fantano channel. And then this is, I was so fed up at this point. I was like, okay, fuck it. Okay, we're just gonna move him around randomly. I just went like that. Across the screen. Any sound effect extras? No, not really. Music was whatever. I don't think the music is very good in this one. I think my music peak was in the final Yuri video. I think that one's got some pretty good music. So yeah, that's a pretty simple breakdown on how I did everything in the video. Just yeah, cool, great, cool. If you have any extra questions, feel free to ask, and I'd be more than happy to answer, and even do another video breaking down your specific question if you really want me to. Cool. Thank you for watching.